The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to talk to Lady Gaga again. I got a lot of questions. Anybody with that level of success, it's always interesting to find out what's going on with them, you know. New album out called Art Pop. Lady Gaga will be performing live her song Dope.
Who's that about?
Me. Gaga, did you write the song Dope about me? Was that it? I had a paranoid feeling. Well, now you see, this is what I love about you. You look high. Yes, hi.
Where's she going?
Where are you going? I like this look.
Where are you going?
You stole my hair.
I had to show you up.
Good to see you.
The greatest hair in radio.
I used to have hair like that, actually.
You did? Oh,
Hey.
no. You had it fuzzy? No.
I used to, I had a long do.
You couldn't help it.
I got sick of it. It was too much work. You going to be able to wear headphones with that thing?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Let me see if I can.
She'll make it work.
See, I think you would be a great lover, and I'll tell you why. Because you enjoy
Dressing up?
dressing up, and you enjoy playing characters.
I am a great lover, and I do all of those. Are we on the air?
Yes.
Hello,
I hope
everybody.
so.
Hello,
Yes.
world.
Lady Gaga.
I actually love doing that, and it's been a challenge for me in the past to find, guys that are into that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
so into that.
Well, because, I think they like the idea of it in a movie, but when your girlfriend actually changes outfits 3 times a day and is always different.
Can I be honest with you? Like, my wife will be like, I like to talk during sex, and I like to,
Yeah.
And she's always like, shh, quiet down, because she's not into that. And
Maybe
so,
it's distracting her from her orgasm.
It could be. I think it is, actually. And believe me, with me, you need to concentrate on that orgasm in order to get it going.
No way.
But
Come on.
I like this kind of dressing up. Someone said you had a stylist, and I know you changed management and your stylist recently. The stylist said it was too much for him because you will change your outfit 12 times a day.
Okay. Well, he hasn't been at work for 2 years, so...
So what does he know?
Well, no, because Brandon, who's my stylist, was actually Nicola's assistant.
I see.
And he's been working with me since the Monster Ball. The first one, the theater tour. So, but yeah, I do change up. But, that's your job. If you love clothes, it shouldn't be a chore. And I actually love changing, and it doesn't take me very long when I do it.
And you love it.
Yes,
it makes
it's
you
who
feel
I
special.
am.
Yeah, but 12 times a day, that can take up a...
That is a lie.
That is a lie.
Yeah.
You'll change 3 or 4
It's
times.
also a lie that he quit that week and that he,
Everything's a lie.
When
Yeah.
when I buy a new sweater or something, I get excited to wear it the next day. I do.
Yeah.
I'm a dude, but I enjoy wearing something that looks good on me.
Oh, I think of you differently now, Howard.
What, that I would change my outfit?
No, I just think it's sweet that you obsess about your sweaters.
I do. Don't you, though? You do obsess about everything with your career. I feel you are a
With
warrior.
my career?
Yes.
No, I'm not a warrior, but I'm very focused, and I really care about it because I'm from here.
Right.
In New York, and I was, I grew up on the West Side, Upper West Side with my parents and my sister, and then I moved downtown, and it's like when your life changes so much, it was such a whirlwind that I just want to make sure that it's really good, everything that I'm doing.
Do you still worry that much? Do you still obsess over it? You've made all the money you can, you made enough money you'll be fine for the rest of your life.
But that makes me obsess more,
Why?
because I feel like, I don't really want to be famous for no reason or have money for no reason. So I always feel a sense that I really have to earn it.
Yeah.
And I want everything that I do to be, interesting and fun and cool for my fans. And especially, it's so devastating for me to have been young during the age when, record stores were still really big. And I used to wait outside for Radiohead and try to meet them. And that doesn't happen anymore.
Music was way more important back when I was
so
growing
much
up.
fun.
Yeah, and all the artists were like real important and like
not afraid to be themselves.
That's right,
they
yeah.
weren't controlled by the music industry or the radio format. That makes me really crazy when I see that now. As an artist, all you have is your voice.
Do you feel that you have this intense pressure? Like sometimes I feel bad for you because I'm like, I was talking about this with Rob this morning. Miley Cyrus will go out and do something sort of way outrageous, be naked or something. And then Katy Perry will do something. And now it's almost like a competition that you have to do something insane.
Who's more outrageous?
Like Miley Cyrus lit up a joint the other night on stage. And like we were saying, well, does that mean Gaga has to go out and shoot up on stage in order to, you know what I mean? Do you feel this intense pressure to keep outrageous?
No, because that's not what I do.
But I had that pressure in my career. Remember I was like Fart Man and all that? Like I was like, I thought they had to do everything.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like from my fans, and it's actually good that you're asking me something like this, because the truth is there's always an intention behind the things that I'm doing. So the intention behind, a performance or just me being myself, this is always coming from a place of wanting to inject some good into the world.
Right.
So it's not because I'm trying to get attention to sell records for this album cycle or because I'm undergoing a reinvention. And I think that it's actually a good time for me right now because other artists are doing these sorts of things. I think it really highlights what I do, which is I'm not a shock jock for no reason. When I wore the meat dress, there was 4 discharged soldiers standing next to me that were discharged from the military for Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So there was always a reason behind my activism.
So you never feel like it's a grab for love, because sometimes it's like wanting everyone in the world to love you is an impossible
everyone in the
thought.
world does not love me. Let's just start right there.
But
and I'm okay with that.
Are you okay with it? Or sometimes you feel like, how can they not love me?
Listen, if half the people in the world don't think you're ridiculous and hate you, you're doing something wrong. I mean, this is like notorious in the history
and
of
you
all
can live
great.
with that?
Listen, I do not make music, and I did not get into this business to be worshipped by people as Princess Gaga, like I'm the most amazing thing in the world. In fact, it makes me very uncomfortable because I really just want to make music and write songs and perform on stage. And yes, people want to drive your car to the bank, when you start to make money. And yes, they, want to see you become the, incredible, a legend. And, it's like, fuck off. It's like, I make music and it's either going to go this way or that way. And it doesn't matter because I am here. And that's the message to my fans is can you imagine how much pressure it is on them even to feel that if a pop star or an artist has to use antics to get any attention to sell records,
it's
right?
the music that really...
It's the music that sells it. And to be fair, I think that if you look back in my career, even though I might have been viewed this way for a while, I really feel that the music and my integrity as an artist and my activism has always been at the heart. I mean, with Born This Way, no matter what anybody said about this album, I was like, fuck off. I care about youth rights. I care about self-empowerment. I care about young people feeling like they're valuable. And I didn't care what anybody said. And
so when Madonna, I think Madonna's jealous of you in a weird way. Do you agree with that statement? I think that you have the spotlight now. You have the 40 million Twitter followers. You're selling all these records. You're going out on big tours. You're this sort of outrageous
but
one.
You're
the
also
artist.
like the pop artist,
right?
That's what she was.
I don't know.
She knocks you, I feel, doesn't she?
Well, I mean, I don't. There's not so many ways that you can interpret it. I guess I mean, you could look at it that way, but to me, honestly, I think she's more aggravated that I'm not upset that she doesn't like me.
Right.
Because I don't care that she doesn't like me.
It doesn't get to you.
No, I don't care.
When you're Elton John's kid's godmother, you spoil those kids? Do you see the kids?
Yeah, of course I do. I'm actually their godmother. Like, it's not like a...
You really
it's not
take
like
it
a title
seriously.
No, it's not like a publicity
job,
thing.
yeah.
Well, I actually am their godmother.
How do you spoil them? I mean, they're the
Elton
kids
John's kids.
Elton John must spoil
Well, Zachary's really, really... he really, really loves fire trucks.
Right.
So I get fire trucks for him, and he's pretty happy with that.
Right.
And we're still working on him recognizing me every time he sees me because I always have something else on. But it just takes him a second, and he goes, and it's Gaga mother, and he's very sweet. And then little Elijah, he's still a baby, so I get him huge. It's really funny. The gift baskets I give him are usually more big than he is.
Where
he
do
can fit in them.
Couldn't you buy him a real fire truck at this point?
I don't think Elton and David would be very happy with me.
They wouldn't like that.
They're still upset with me about the paints that I gave to Zachary.
When you go to Elton's home and visit the kids. Is
Yes.
that how it works in
Yeah.
England? I assume.
I've been to his home in Windsor and also in Los Angeles.
As two artists, and I've seen you at the piano. You're great, and you play and he plays. Do you ever go over there and then begin to jam together?
We have before, in Windsor we did.
Do you ever record that?
No, we probably should.
Have you ever written a song with Elton John? Just sort of
We
sitting
started one night. I was there in Windsor ages ago, and we just all stayed up all night, and we were drinking and playing music and just having a great time.
And so you start to play, and then all of a sudden someone must go, "Hey, this sounds pretty good," right? I mean,
Or is anybody listening? Is it just you guys?
do
You know what? It's usually just family, just us.
Do you ever pinch yourself and go, "I'm sitting here and playing with Elton John"? I mean, I don't know. I'm a huge Elton John fan.
I am too.
I mean, do you ever just go, "Oh my God"? Like, I would feel self-conscious in a way. It's like, how did this happen?
It's a weird thing with Elton because it's the strangest thing. It's like I've known him my whole life.
He makes you feel comfortable.
He makes me feel so comfortable, and he really understands me, and he takes care of me. And he's not afraid to tell me the truth, and he yells at me sometimes like family. No,
What does he say to you?
What does he yell at you?
He'll, I saw you smoking marijuana on stage, and you be careful with that. You shouldn't be doing that. And I'm like, you were wasted for all of the 70s.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
You smoke
But
a lot of weed, right?
not anymore. I was.
Yeah, and how do you stop smoking weed? Do you just say, "Hey, that's it. It's interfering in my life"?
Well, and it's not. It's funny because I only recently mentioned it because it seems that young people think that you can't be addicted to it,
Right.
But you can.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I
You
know
can.
tons of people who cannot stop smoking
No, and I
weed.
couldn't live without it. I mean, I would wake up at 5 a.m, smoke, go back to sleep, wake up. I mean, I was smoking, 15 to 20 joints a day, 2 packs
Wow.
of marijuana
But
cigarettes.
not to get too heavy, what do you think was behind that? Where were you at psychologically that you needed
You
to
can
be?
get heavy. That's what thank God we're doing a good interview. I'm so done with doing promotion for this album. Mwah.
But seriously, if you're smoking a lot of weed, it's got to
Fuck with your mind?
Well, there's something going on that you're feeling like I got to just be out of my mind.
I was feeling out of control of my career. I was feeling exhausted.
What do you mean out of control with your career?
Well, it's like I said, it's like you start to become successful, and then everybody starts to drive, your money train to the bank, and they're not thinking anymore about what you want as an artist or if any of that even matters to you. It genuinely upsets people in my life that I don't care about money, and that's not my problem.